Hello.
Here's Johnny.
Welcome to Vlad's Pads, where I review pad controllers for finger drumming in my own personal style. This won't be like a regular review for this pad controller. You can just find plenty of those on YouTube. What you will find in this video is my own experience of how this pad controller scores with finger drumming. Yeah, so this is the Novation LaunchVlad Pro, and here is a short video of me unboxing this pad controller and testing the pads for the first time. It's just my reaction of what the pads feel like for the very first time. Here it is right now. Tonight I'm very excited because I will do an unboxing, first impressions, first reaction and testing of a new pad controller. Yeah! A new pad controller that I have put all of my finger drumming hopes in, so you will first-hand witness either my sheer joy or my disappointment. I hope it's the first one, so let's get right to it. Yeah! Yes, it's the Novation LaunchVlad Pro. Let's open it. Yeah! Ooh. Okay, now I'm gonna be testing the sensitivity of the pads, but first I want to see if I can quickly set up the Express Pads pad layout, which is the only pad layout I know how to play right now, and I'm hoping to be able to do that in Addictive Drums too by in the mapping window by just assigning drum sounds to 16 of the pads, and I am going to do that without actually hitting the pads. I'm just going to touch them so that I don't spoil myself by noticing the pad sensitivity before I actually have the drum sounds loaded. So I'm going to attempt to do that now. Alright, it appears we are in luck. I have set up the Express Pads finger drumming layout on the bottom left 16 pads, so it is time to test them right now. Let's do it. They're so small, the pads. The pad sensitivity is awesome. It's fantastic. Yes, I will have to do some practice to get used to the much smaller pads compared to my iRig pads and Akai MPD218, but apart from that, I think this is a huge success. Yeah, I think I'm going to enjoy very much playing on this pad controller and keep learning the Express Pads technique and who knows what else do on this awesome pad controller. Thank you for watching. Okay, so now I have been playing with this thing for a few days now, and what I can say is that it is awesome. The pads feel great. The texture of the pads, they just feel so nice under the fingers. The sensitivity is good. It's not the most sensitive pad controller that I've had, but it is good enough for finger drumming. It's nothing like the iRig pads that you need to just hammer down the pads to get any sound out of them. So sensitivity is good. I like the feel of the pads, although they are small. So it's like if you can see from up there, the pads are like almost 4 times smaller than a pad on the iRig pads or the Akai MPD218. And I have found some techniques and hand postures a little bit more difficult than on the big pads. On the pad controllers that have big pads, such as the 4 on the floor hand posture with the express pads finger drumming technique. I'm doing the express pads finger drumming technique, by the way. So the 4 on the floor hand posture, like I think I've gotten used even to this one. So it's the small pads are not a deal breaker. I got used to them after like one day, so I'm only doing small mistakes when I hit adjacent pads. But the thing I think I like most about this pad controller, aside from the fact that there are 64 pads here, is the fact that although they are small, it appears that I think my fingers are like medium size. It appears that there is much less effort needed to play these small pads than these big ones, because there's less distance to travel with the fingers, and it's just so comfortable. It's just really, really comfortable for the basic hand posture. And there are some complicated hand postures, like I said, but the most of the improv that I've done and the beats that I've done on this pad controller is just feels really good to do, and I like it a lot. Now, as you may know already, the Novation LaunchPad Pro cannot be configured easily. I mean, the notes on the pads cannot be changed. There is no software, proprietary software or any kind of software that can change the notes on the pads. For instance, right now I'm using the drum layout. So there are different pad layouts. This, for instance, the basic one is the live, which is the Ableton Live clips layout, which is not lit right now because I don't have Ableton Ableton Live running right now. The second one is the notes, which has the pink pads are the root notes, and like the green pads, the blue pads are like the white keys on the piano, and the pads that are unlit are the black keys on the piano. And there are 3 more modes, but I'm just gonna stop here at the third one, which is the one that I care about, which is the drum layout, which by default is lit like this in 4 sections of pink, green, yellow and blue lights. I'm pretty sure you can change this, but I do not know how to do that yet. So there is a way to do it in Ableton Live. There is a script for Max for Live, I believe, and I will be adding a link to how to do that in the cards right now. Up here, I think there is the card showing how to do that in Ableton Live, so you can actually change the notes on the pads. Now, I have not done that. The way I have done it is by assigning notes to the pads using the Addictive Drums to map window options. Yeah, so I just, it has the learn function, so you just choose, for instance, a kick drum, and then you hit on pad and just assigns that sound to that pad. So that's what I have done for this pad controller. Up till now, I haven't had too much time to play with it. And I will also not have any more time to play with it because I will be returning it. Yes, I will be returning it because it turns out that there are pad sensitivity problems even with this pad controller. What the hell, Novation? What the hell? Are you pulling an Akai move on us, Novation? Yeah, so after playing it with it a little while, I noticed that some pads have less sensitivity than the other pads, which is a shame really, because otherwise this is the perfect pad controller for me, at least for my fingers, for my style, for my needs, for many pad sounds. So that is a damn shame right now. And because this is the first time, I'm gonna give Novation the benefit of doubt and return this one and try at least another one. and see if this was just like one unfortunate, unhappy, bad luck pad controller for me again, yeah? So it seems like the joy of finger drumming is like a force in the universe, right? Like in Star Wars, if you're a Star Wars nerd. You know, there's the force and there's the light side and the dark side of the force. Yeah, so for the joy of finger drumming, there must always be also the frustration of finger drumming. Yeah, so as I progress in my joy and I just bathe in this joy of finger drumming, there is a force with equal strength that is coming to push it down and create an equilibrium. Yeah, so this is like this streak of bad luck that I've had with pad controllers right now. Yeah, so even the Novation LaunchVlad Pro, which has been recommended to me by several finger drummers as being good with no problems, with good pad sensitivity. Well, pad sensitivity is good, but nobody said to me some pads are not good, so I might just be unlucky with this model. I hope I am, so I will forgive Novation for this mistake right here, and I will give them the benefit of doubt, and I will get at least one more pad controller, and I really do hope that this was just a mistake and that I get a good one next, because otherwise, oh man, I'm really running out of options, man. Yes. So let me show you what I mean. Yeah, I think I found like 2 or 3 pads that are just deal breakers for me, and one of them is just like ridiculous. Check this out. It's this one here. Okay, I'm gonna do my best to do my regular test, not scientific test or anything, but do my regular test of just hitting the pad with the same note as this one, and which is the good pad, and then hit this one, and you'll see what I mean. Yeah, so this is like the low floor tom. Yeah, so there's a good low floor tom pad right now. Yeah, I've hit it pretty hard in the end to get almost that strong sound that I get from this one by just barely touching it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can tell by seeing the ease that I touch it with. Yeah. Yeah, another one is this one, I think. No, sorry, the snare. It's the snare, this left snare. A little less noticeable, but there's a difference. I have noticed it. And I think there's also this high floor tom. Let me check. A little bit less power than this one. Maybe that's the least noticeable one. And this rimshot snare, check it out. Yeah. So this one, I think this one, and this one here. These ones are the most noticeable and the most annoying, yeah. Okay, so long story short, the Novation LaunchVlad Pro is a fantastic pad controller for finger drumming with acoustic drums, but I do need to make sure that this faulty one that I have right here is just a mistake, and that I can indeed get a good one. And I hope I get a good one, because I really like playing this thing. It's the best one for my style, and I believe for many of you watching it would be the best one you can get, especially if you have small fingers or medium fingers. Probably not really good if you have big chunky fingers, but otherwise I really like this, and I'm really sorry that I had to find out the hard way that even Novation can put out faulty pad controls on the market. Novation, I am watching you. This better be just isolated mistake, man. I am watching you. This is it for this review. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next Vlad's Pads review video. Goodbye!